Well, with the yellow weather warning tomorrow and heavy rain all tomorrow and Saturday, a car camp tomorrow maybe isn't the best idea. But the problem is I've just been to Lidl's and bought loads of rather nice food for tomorrow. So I suppose it's going to have to be a bit of a rainy car camp. Well, the weather forecast was right and we do have a rather wet Friday. Now, the good news is normally by 5 o'clock it's completely pitch black near enough now, but I am going to be able to finish work a little bit earlier today. So at the very least, we will be still getting out while there is a little bit of daylight. Well, we've made it to the end of the day and now it's time to go. So I actually have a few options for tonight's car camp. I've got one in the London Borough of Old Bexley. I've got another one that's in Bexley, and then I've got another one that's in Sidcup. And hopefully the first place we go to will be fine and we'll just stay there. Right, are we gonna have a little bit of, I thought we were gonna get a bit of road rage. No, no road rage. Oh no, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, they're pushing in. Oh. Ah, boo, no arguing, no nothing. Rubbish. One of the most depressing things about this time of year though is how dark it is, how early. I mean, we haven't got long of it. I think there's only 45 days left until the light nights return. Well, with that, we are very nearly there. Just a little bit of local traffic to contend with. There we go. Let's see how big this car park actually is. On Google Earth, well, Google Maps, it looks like a fairly decent size. It looked like it was slightly flat. Oh, this looks okay to me. Oh, there's loads of parking here. It's loads. Okay, and then the age-old question, do you go in forwards or backwards? I might actually go in forwards here. I know that's quite controversial by my standards. All right, well, we're here and it is perfectly flat. It's a good sized car park. I'm quite happy with this. There are pubs and cafes all around and we're surrounded by residential, but yeah, I like this. In the meantime, I suppose we better get ourselves ready and go for a little wet walk in Old Bexley. Well, we're back at the car. I've got the cameras on and I'm just chilling out basically. I haven't put any of the blackouts on yet, but I think I probably will do because people are walking past the car. There's obviously a thoroughfare somewhere over there. So yeah, we'll get the blackouts on and then we can just carry on chilling out really. I always say this, but it's always far too long between each car camp that I do. But I suppose it makes you like it even more. Absence making the heart grow fonder and all of that. But in the meantime, I do need to have me a cup of tea. Now I know what you're thinking. Why is Matt having a cup of tea? Well, that's because of all the stuff I was talking about last time, basically the acid reflux and cutting down on the coffee. And what I've actually done is I've gone from having probably 7 or 8 double spoon cups of caffeinated coffee a day down to 1 spoon coffee once a day in the morning. And actually that ties in nicely into the fact that I'm back on the keto diet, but I'll talk about that once I've made this cup of tea. The forecast rain. Well, I'm starting to get the feeling that this rain may impact on my filming today or tonight. It's proper loud. But as I always say, rain is nature's natural stealth in many ways. Wow. Because it hides the condensation, and when it's chucking it down like this, no one's walking slowly past my car. But there are also massive floodlights in this car park, so I'm really hoping they stay on all night long, because if they do, then in effect it doesn't matter if I've got any light bleed whatsoever. And I'm shouting so loud, people will hear me out. Oh, they won't, because no one's going to be walking past slow, are they? So it is audio stealth as well. They can't hear me inside. Nice. So the reason why I've gone back onto keto is because I need to really lose a decent amount of weight now. I keep on trying to lose weight and it just doesn't work. And I keep on trying to exercise and it keeps on stopping. So because we've got a couple of months before Christmas, I thought it is an ideal time to both start a diet and start exercising. And Mrs. Hobbies is doing the same thing too. She's basically joined a gym. So she's doing classes and all that jazz. Whereas me, I'm okay with just dieting and running. So yes, I've been on keto, back on it now for about a week and a half. And it's such an easy diet to do. I mean, it is easy. I am losing weight already. And I got into ketosis within a few days, which I was quite surprised about. And importantly, I didn't get keto flu. So that was doubly good as well. But yeah, the meal tonight is rather fantastic actually. It is yeah, I treated myself to something. You'll see it soon because it is 7:30 and I do need to eat very soon. Because the thing is, in addition to keto, what I'm actually doing this time is a bit of intermittent fasting with that. Now for me, that basically just means my eating window is 11 a.m. till 8 p.m. Now clearly on car camps, I'm going to have to be a little bit more flexible with that, because I'm not always going to eat before 8. And if you want to watch me having breakfast, well, I'll be gone by that time anyway. So for our rather late dinner tonight, we are having asparagus tips and tender stem broccoli. I've actually literally only just started eating asparagus this week. I've never had it before. You know what? I really like it. But, so that's our veg. Now with that, we're going to have just a couple of mushrooms. Oh, dropped a bit. One little egg. And the secret ingredient is a massive thick cut rump steak. Look at the thickness of that. You can't see the thickness. It is a monster of a steak. I don't normally buy steaks, mainly because they're not very good value for money. I mean, this was what, £8 I think, but you know what, I fancied having a bit of a car camping feasty treat, so we're going to crack on with this. Now what I'm going to do, as you know, I've got my electric saucepan, but I also have my little rice cooker. Now what my cunning plan for this meal is, I'm going to put the broccoli ends and the asparagus ends in the rice cooker with water to basically boil it, you could say. I've not tried using the rice cooker that way before, but I think it should work. So yeah, we can boil off the tips and the ends, then the top of the broccoli, we can fry that up with the mushrooms and of course a fried egg. And then once all that is done, then we will do the steak. And then I will show you. Of course, we're right next to the train station as well, so. And once they're all cooked, at the very end, we will make this beast, because I will show you how I like my steak cooked. Okay, well my master plan of using the rice cooker to saute the veg didn't really work. It didn't really get hot enough. In hindsight, what I should do is boil the kettle first, put that in the rice cooker, and then put the veg in, and then it would work, because you would have just enough heat to keep the water boiling. So it's not a complete failure, but like all things car camping, we live and we learn. Well, the time has come to cook the most important part of this meal, and the only way to cook a steak is 1 minute on each side. You can see why I've left this to the end. Right, so let's get it in the pan. I'm hungry now. Actually, I'll take it back a little bit. I hadn't realised how fat this steak actually is. It is enormous. So yeah, this might need a little bit more than normal. And that is the monster steak cooked and ready to go. Now, I just need to plate up and make it look Instagrammable. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, look away now. And yes, this is how you cook a steak. Well, it's rather safe to say I think I've just eaten half a cow. I am absolutely stuffed. But we are all packed away now. We've got some nice gentle lighting on. And I think we're just going to lie down and relax for the rest of the evening now. I was going to make myself a decaf, but I just opted for the cold water instead because it was easier. But that's it now, we can just chill out. It is 10 o'clock and I am knackered. So we are making progress with our couple's bed design build setup. We've got as far as the cardboard templates at the minute and we have a good idea what we want to do. So now we need to basically get down to B&Q, buy some wood, get it cut and then start putting it together basically. Because after our Cornwall and New Forest little mini break, we realised that actually we need to have a proper bed base setup when we go couples car camping, because the setup we've got basically doesn't work. My solo setup, this solo setup is absolutely wonderful. This is so nice. I always say it when I go out, oh, this is only my second or third in the combo. I can't remember if it's my second or third solo, but it is so nice and I'm so pleased I made it out. So yeah, our setup at the minute isn't conducive to a couple's car camp, so that's the motivator to actually get the build done. Well, there's quite a lot of pubs and restaurants around it. As I was saying, there's quite a lot of pubs and restaurants around here, and I think we are entering chuck out time. Oh yeah, it's 11 o'clock because there are loads of car honking now. The guy next to me just used the wall as a toilet. Now he's about to get in his car and go home, I'm guessing. But there's a lot of, yeah, it's definitely pub chuck out. Still lots of honking. I'm guessing it's people walking in front of the roads. Oh dear. Well, I think the time is rapidly approaching me needing to get into the sleeping bag, turning the lights off and just starting to zone out. So yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. And you know what? I was wrong. I thought last night was going to be a noisy, loud one. And actually, once again, it was a perfectly quiet night. And you know, in the morning when you wake up, well, you're normally woken up by cars and stuff, or train lines. Like now you can hear nothing. Didn't hear a thing. And for me, this is one of the things that I actually really love about car camping now. And it's the simple fact that this is the only real time I can ever have a lay-in. And I think it's because there's nothing else to do. When you're at home, there's always things you have to do, and you've got to do this, and you've got to do that, or you've got to get up for work. But actually, when you're in your car and you're car camping, there is nothing to do other than leave. So as long as you wake up before you have to leave, then it's fine. Oh, and the all-important only coffee of the day is done. Now, normally though, my only coffee of the day is what you call a bulletproof coffee, which consists of this. So yes, my morning coffee actually consists of a good helping of double cream, a knob of butter, a knob of butter, some coconut oil, and my 1 spoon of coffee. And you blitz it all up in a NutriBullet, and it keeps you going for hours. And actually, that is the funniest thing I'm finding with keto. That I don't think I've ever had this on keto. I have that word called, I can never say it right, satiated. I'm satiated, is that right? Basically, it's 11 o'clock now. So strictly speaking, this is where my fast begins, or where my fast ends. But I'm not hungry. Now, I've got food with me to cook for breakfast. I've got a couple of eggs and some mushrooms, but I don't feel the need to eat it. So we're not going to have breakfast this morning. We're just going to have my little cup of coffee. But yeah, so no breakfast, I'm afraid. We are just going to lie here and enjoy our last hour. Or sit here and enjoy our last hour. And actually, this is somewhere where I could quite happily come back to. I'm going to put it in the category of nice and easy. No, it's been great. It's been lovely. It's been a proper, nice, peaceful car camp. Now, there's something about car camping that I always say, and to be honest, you're probably bored of me saying it, but I do love how you can be in a big public car park like this, and yet because I'm all blacked out and I'm in my little safe space, it's really quite relaxing. You wouldn't believe that actually sitting in a public car park in the back of your car, sitting on some sofa cushions with a cup of coffee would be so relaxing, but it so is. I could always just do this for hours. I mean, if I was laying down, of course, it would be even better. But even just this, you just lose sense of time. It is very relaxing. But I do need to finish my coffee, and then I probably am going to go. Can you believe the second I took that rear blackout off, the parking warden was literally behind my car. He didn't see me though. I do have tinted, well, all the windows at the back are tinted, but he was more busy, I think, looking at the number plate than the window. But That would have been funny. And with that, we are all packed up. The windows are decondensated, so we best skedaddle before my ticket runs out and the traffic wardens come back and find me. That was so close though. But that is why you must always buy a parking ticket, because you never know when you finish a car camp that a traffic warden's going to be sitting outside your back window waiting for you to take the blackout down. But yeah, that was a close call. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my little rather chilled out car camp in lovely Old Bexley, and until next time, take care.